I thank God. Straight from the mud, now it's time to get the pie. Swipe, hit them blood, you can see it in my eye.
So thank you to everybody that is tuning in right now. If there are people on this live that were on the last one, thank you so much for tuning in. I just realized it did not post the comments, so let me do it here on the StreamYard page. So this is a quick live, probably maybe 30 minutes or so, if even that. Just wanted to allow people a chance to drop down in the comment section. If you do have a question that you would like a spiritual answer to, feel free to drop down in the comments and let me know what it is. Your first reading or your first question is free, and any additional questions after that would be a donation amount of $11.11, which is an angel number. And so, okay, I want to make sure I'm trying to like type and talk at the same time. You guys make sure, for those who haven't, to please sign and share my global Stop YouTube Global Cyberbullying and Gang Stalking. Also remember to like the video coming in. Also be sure to go and subscribe and follow me on Rumble for all of my uncensored content. And for those who would like to support the channel, feel free to send any donations to my Cash App or Venmo. Also for this live, for all readings, if you are wanting to book a 15-minute private reading, if you want to book a 30-minute or 1 hour video consultation, you can definitely do that during this live or even after. But for this live, I'm going to be explaining more about angel numbers, as well as taking any questions as far as the reading. Now, a reading is essentially you looking for a spiritual answer to something that probably has been on your mind, or a question about a person that may have been on your mind. So again, your first question will be free, and then after that, any additional questions would be a donation amount of $11.11. And so the angel number that I wanted to show you guys a little bit more about is the angel number 333, because that is an angel number that is focused solely on manifestations of abundance. So I know last time I was having a lot of technical difficulties. I just wanted to show you some quick details about angel number 333 as I allow some people to come in to the live. So again, angel numbers are repeating numbers, sequences, thought to convey spiritual guidance. And in my experience, they definitely have. The spiritual meaning of angel number 333, deeply tied to spiritual growth. It's a reminder that you're connected to a higher power and supported by unseen forces, aka your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. This number often appears when you're at a crossroads, urging you to trust your intuition and align your actions with your soul's purpose. Align your actions with your soul's purpose. Seek ye first the kingdom, all these things will be added to you. The number 3, okay, not referencing their shit about religion. That has nothing to do with what I believe. With 333, the energy is tripled, emphasizing balance and harmony. It's a call to nurture all aspects of yourself and trust that you're divinely guided. If you're feeling lost or uncertain, 333 is a gentle reminder to trust your inner voice and take steps towards your true calling. So, again, the angel numbers always carry a positive message. There is always a reason for the number itself, as well as the sequence of the number, meaning the way the number repeats itself. And I know for me, every time I've seen angel number 333, some sort of blessing, whether it's favor, financial opportunity, or a door that I needed opening, just does. And so, definitely, if you are seeing angel numbers, do not despair. That is a good thing. Heather, thank you so much for tuning in. So, for those that are just coming in, this is a live psychic reading. Your first question is free, and I will give you a direct spiritual message and spiritual response. I am a 35 plus year experienced clairvoyant psychic medium, also clairaudient, clairsentient, claircognizant, and an empath. So I am able to feel people's feelings, hear thoughts. I am also avid with channeling. And so for those who may want an ancestral reading where you would like to channel a relative that's passed on or one of your ancestors, I do provide those services as well. There is an additional fee for ancestral readings and channeling though. So during this live, feel free to ask any question. Like I said, your first reading is free and I will give you an answer. And then if you have additional questions, let me drop that in the chat as well. You would just send your donation amount to my Cash App or my Venmo. And there is the Cash App link. And then for Venmo, just look me up on there, add me as a friend, and then it should be really easy for you to send your donation. So if you have a question about a loved one, I've had some people hit me up like, well, what about to find out if someone's cheating? Those are all things that I do specialize in when I'm able to tap into the 5D. But my offer for assisting you along your spiritual journey is really geared more towards helping you heal. I do not do any sort of dark witchcraft. I don't communicate with nor conjure up demonic forces. In fact, I use my spiritual gifts to cast those energies out of people and places and things. So I always want to make sure I put that disclaimer out there. Definitely don't hit me up asking me to assist you with any sort of dark request or dark magic or, like I said, trying to locate people, stalking people. I don't do any of that. When it comes to my spiritual gifts, any divine messages I receive are from Source itself and my angelic hosts that do guide and protect me. You have to be very careful when you are gifted to always walk in integrity. And while I know there's people that capitalize, obviously, off of venturing into the darker realms, that is not something that I'm into. So, again, this opportunity is for those who have any sort of question that you would like spiritual guidance, assistance with, or a spiritual answer to. For those that have been following my channel for at least a year or more, you know that I've unintentionally have channeled people during random lives. Just random different subscribers, a dead relative will channel me and give me a message to give you. And so far, every single message has been on point. And any prophecy that I've given to people has indeed manifested. So I'm very well versed in the spiritual gifts that I have. And I always consult nothing but the Most High God's energy. I don't practice religion. I'm not religious. I'm very much so a spiritualist. I am a high vibrational high priestess, and my job is to bring harmony, balance, and healing and clarity to the world. And also, a big part of my mission is also exposing deception and those involved. Neptune Pisces, good to see you, my good brother. So like I said, I'll allow about 30 minutes or so for those, because I know a lot of people were on the last live and are probably still catching the replay. By the way, thank you to everybody that did tune in to the most recent live. I do appreciate all the views and all of the engagement in the chat, and thank you for your support. Like I said, I don't enable any super chats or super stickers or memberships. So anyone that wants to support the channel, even if you don't have a question or don't, want to do a reading, feel free to send your donation to my Cash App or Venmo that's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. And for those that do want a reading, that is also where you will send your amount, depending upon the type of reading that you would like to book. I offer 15-minute audio phone call private readings. Then I also offer 30-minute and 1-hour video consultations where I'm on panel just like right now, except for I'm actually on video. And you would join me with the link. You'd be on panel with me, and we would have a one-on-one virtual consultation session. Thank you to those who have previously booked readings with me. And again, I do have availability for later today. So during this time, if you would like to schedule a reading for today or this week, you will send your donation to the same information that is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. My thoughts were moving faster than my tongue, so I had to slow down. And after I get your donation, let me know what your question is. I will give you a very well-versed spiritual response. And like I said, I'm avid at being able to tap into your past, present, and future. Sometimes it even amazes me when they confirm how accurate what I'm seeing in the 5D is. Like when I describe my ex-girlfriend's house and kitchen and clothes that her and her twin sister wore growing up, because I literally saw it as I was channeling her just through Reiki, through placing my hands in her hands. And I remember she got so spooked because she's like, there's no way you could know that. Of course, there's no way. I knew that. I was able to see it in the spiritual realm. That is, the gift of clairvoyance and clairaudient is where you can hear energies. Claircognizant is where you have the premonitions. And empaths, we feel other people's feelings. And then psychic mediums are able to channel other people and energies. So these are all practices that you do need to research before you explore them. I definitely don't ever recommend anyone play with a Ouija board. It is not a game. That is a gateway and a portal opener. And once you open certain portals and you have no idea how to close them, you remain ever bound to the energies that you have invited into this realm. So I always want people to know that that is not a positive conduit for exploring the spiritual realm. Now, angel numbers are something that are always very high vibrational and positive because every sequence of an angel number carries a message. 333 is a reminder that you have the capability to attract abundance and prosperity into your life by aligning your thoughts to receive it. And no matter what my situation or circumstances are, I do that daily. I align my frequency with receiving abundance and gratitude for what I already have. And then I also align my thoughts with knowing that I deserve the abundance that I'm calling in. Hold on just a moment because something just landed on my contact. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, that was definitely an eyelash that fell onto my contact. Oh, shit. That's the thing about. I love that I have long eyelashes, but from Graves, it always causes them to start falling out. Anyway, thank y'all so much for waiting. Thank you for your patience. Serenity, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm not sure if you've ever been in the chat before. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you and welcome to Dee's World. So for anybody during this live, any question that you have, go ahead and feel free to ask, and I will give you a spiritual response. Your first reading, essentially, your first question is free, and then any questions after that, you would send a donation amount. Matter of fact, let me put this in the chat. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go, because I remember I saved it so I could just copy and paste it. So essentially, your first question is free. Your first reading is free. Any additional questions after your first one, you'll send a donation amount of $11.11. It's the angel number for divine alignment and double new beginnings. So that's why I chose that amount for the question. So it'll be $11.11 for your second question. And again, for those who would like to book a 15-minute private reading, that would be an audio call, more than likely through Instagram. And or I would set up a phone call through like another social media app. So, but Instagram is honestly the best one for right now. Now for the video consultations, I do offer again a 30-minute one for $88.88. That's the angel number for abundance. $44.44 is the angel number for your angels and ancestors and spirit guides guiding you. That's for the 15-minute, $88.88 for the 30-minute video consult, and $144.44 for the 1-hour video consult, and that represents the 144,000 chosen. So your first question, drop it in the chat. I will give you an answer based on the spiritual realm that I'm feeling, that I'm tapped into. Any additional questions, you would send your donation to either my Cash App or to Venmo, and both are also scrolling across the bottom of the screen. So until then, that information is in the chat just so you're aware of what I am offering. And this live, because of the time, I probably will end it in the next probably 5 to 10 minutes if no one has questions. Serendi said, will EJ leave for work abroad? What I'm actually hearing is that EJ is on the fence because EJ has some sort of opportunity that he just got notified about. I'm here in Italy. So EJ's on the fence because EJ, part of him doesn't want to leave whatever connection the two of you have, and another part of him wants to venture out and see what else could be out there, but he does not want to. EJ doesn't want to disappoint his loved ones. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. It sounds like EJ's on the fence about accepting that opportunity. If you have an additional question, definitely feel free again to send your donation amount of $11.11 and I'll answer it. And then if you want to schedule a 15-minute for later today, send your donation now, and either let me know what your email is or email me, which you can email me at justdshow@gmail.com, or you can email me at alignedmanifestations@gmail.com. Matter of fact, let me put that in the chat real quick. Because what I really want to be able to do is offer you guys more time to take advantage of the spiritual gifts that I have and get the assistance that you need. So if you're not already, oh, you're welcome. No problem. And like I said, if you have any additional questions, just feel free to put your donation in Cash App or Venmo, and I have no problem answering it. For those who are not already, follow me on Instagram, Aligned Manifestations by D. Of course, you can also follow me on my main page, Just D Show. I have a backup page, justdshow.official, and then my studios page, which is DMP Studios 1. But my page, Aligned Manifestations, is my newest page that I am growing and also creating content for a separate YouTube channel that will be focused solely on my psychic readings and spiritual gifts. I am going to be implementing tarot readings because I've had quite a few people ask me about that. In all honesty, my gifts of prophecy and my psychic abilities don't require tarot cards. However, I do understand that a lot of people do enjoy tarot readings, and I've already been researching and studying about it. So pretty soon I will have a deck. I will offer virtual tarot, do generals or specific questions. I can consult the cards as well as hone in on my own spiritual gifts. So Aligned Manifestations by D is, again, going to be a separate platform dedicated solely to psychic readings, horoscopes, tarot readings, spiritual consultations, spiritual healing, spiritual guidance. I do specialize in the areas of money, career, love, spiritual healing, specifically those who are looking for healing, who are survivors of sexual abuse or physical abuse, as well as those who may share some of the same spiritual gifts that I have and don't understand them. I've had quite a few people ask me, do you think I'm clairvoyant? Do you think I'm an empath? First of all, the energy always resonates with itself. So if we possess the same gifts, I'll immediately pick up on it. And like I said, I've channeled for decades. I've technically channeled since I was a kid. And, astral projecting, the claircognizant and the precog abilities, all of that kicked in when I was 8 years old. So I've been studying the spiritual realm since I was a little girl, being raised in religion and all that. I wanted to know the truth, and I wanted to understand the things I was seeing, feeling, and hearing spiritually. And so, like I said, I'm grateful now for every gift that I have, and I use my gifts to help people heal and to bring clarity and to provide guidance to show you how to tap into your own inner God, and that God is truly within you, because God is a frequency that you tap into that you already carry within you. That's, what makes our souls, our spiritual connection to source. So I enjoy doing the readings, definitely. And I have enjoyed the video consultations. So again, shout out to anyone who's already previously booked. I'm definitely here to assist when I can. And when things in my own life are kind of overwhelming, I tend to reclude to, that's what I call quieting the mind, grounding, and centering myself. It's a practice that I do daily, and it's also a practice that I teach. So part of the video consultations, let's say you have questions about that, I can actually on video give you physical and spiritual guidance to show you exactly what to do to quiet the mind. I can give you mantras, affirmations. That's how I've been making it through this period of uncertainty with the basically restart of my life. In moments of uncertainty, in moments of frustration or things not going the way I had hoped, I've been finding new paths to not just overcoming, but being empowered in the midst of a challenge or an obstacle, or what we would perceive as an obstacle, which is technically a lesson. And so shifting your focus, shifting your frequency really does alter everything in your life, because we are the co-creators of our life. What you focus on, you give your power to. So if you focus on, I am abundant, I am powerful, I am abundance, I deserve it, I am loved, I am capable, I am worthy, then that is the vibration that the universe is going to keep filling and receiving from you. And then in turn, it's going to reflect back to you what you vibrate out to it. So people who are always caught in a constant state of lack and then wonder why your life never gets better, oftentimes it is because there's a lesson that you need to learn. Like in my current situation, when I can't see how something is going to work out, the first thing I do is, Most High, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, thank you for whatever it is that you're trying to teach me in this. Please show me what I need for my growth so I don't have to repeat any unnecessary cycles that are not pleasant. And no matter what my circumstances currently look like or are, thank you. Because there is always something to be grateful for, even when it may not feel or look good, or when your situation flat out isn't good. Gratitude is what will attract abundance into your life. Being grateful for what you already have right where you're at. It's not, oh, I'm going to be happy when I receive XYZ. No, I'm going to be grateful right now, even though I may not be staying where I would like to stay. Even though things may not be how I had hoped that they would be. In the midst of adversity, in the midst of people treating you horribly, in the midst of betrayal, in the midst of things going left, find something to be grateful for. I'm grateful for my eyesight. I recently had a fall and there was damage to the right side of my face. I could have like completely lost my eyesight. I've had a few issues, but not anything like major or serious. Grateful for that. Grateful for mobility. Grateful for my hearing. Grateful for things that we often take for granted. Being able to walk, being able to hear, being able to see, being able to move your fingers, your toes, your legs, your arms. Because there are people in this world who don't have access to those things. And even they find something to be grateful for. So I'm grateful for my new life. I'm grateful for all the people that I'm going to be able to heal with my spiritual gifts. I'm grateful for Forever Freedom being launched in every state and every country. I'm grateful for being able to directly aid in the healing of those who have survived multiple types of abuse. I'm grateful for my movie being launched, Gog versus Magog. I'm grateful for my new animation team. I'm grateful for my new home. I am grateful for my multiple streams of income where I make money in my sleep. I'm grateful for my divine union with my future divine masculine and feminine. I'm grateful for my future children. And I'm grateful for all the positive things that I continue to be shown in the 5D that I know are coming towards me. I'm not supposed to know how. That's God's job. I'm just supposed to believe, because that's what truly walking by faith is. Sometimes I can't tell you exactly how things are going to work out. I can give you an idea of what I'm shown in the 5D. And that doesn't mean that you don't possess gifts. What that means is that I'm not supposed to play God's role. Because only the Most High God is supposed to know exactly how things are going to work out. Our job is to believe, to walk by faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So when it comes to my spiritual gifts, when it comes to being able to aid and assist people, that is my goal, is to help bring clarity, healing, and to show you how to raise your frequency and tap into your inner God energy and to walk in that frequency. So again, to those who have a question, I'll allow up until 1:15 because it's already after 1 a.m. my time and I definitely need to get some rest. If anybody has a question, your first reading is free. And any additional questions after that, again, let me put it back on the screen. Any questions after your first reading is $11.11. And to book a private reading for 15 minutes, it's $44.44. To book a 30-minute video consultation, it is $88.88. And to book a 1-hour video consultation, it is $144.44. For those that are interested in booking a video consultation, what I will offer for today, since it's already after midnight, for today only, for Monday, is a private mini 2-minute video consultation. That way you can get a feel for my energy and my gifts, and then after that you would send your donation to book and I would get you scheduled. Because I know, like, I've seen other psychics that will offer that. They'll give you like the first couple of minutes for free, and then of course if you want to continue the conversation, you send your donation. My last video consultation, definitely the client, he extended like I think about 2 hours, and we were having a really good conversation about just a lot of different things. And I honestly thoroughly enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed the entire session. It started out as 30 minutes, ended up going about 2.5 hours. So I do even offer that, extended readings. If you really are in a place where you need a lot of spiritual guidance or clarity, or like with him, he just had a lot of questions, a lot of different scenarios that he wanted spiritual insight on. And, I gave him the entire time. So My donation amounts are definitely lower than what I've seen when I've benchmarked and looked at other fellow psychics on platforms that I'm joining. A lot of them charge $5 a minute. I think the lowest I saw on all four of the websites that I'm joining, the lowest I saw was I think it was either 350 or 399 a minute. So definitely offering my spiritual services at a much cheaper rate and a much larger discount. So again, for those who would like to book a private reading, just let me know. You can follow me on Instagram, Aligned Manifestations by D. Shoot me a DM. Let me know that you'd like to book a reading. Send your donation amount. And then once I receive it, you will receive an email with a schedule. Of course, I'll ask you first what day works best for you and the time. And then once we agree upon the date and the time, then I'll get you scheduled. So if anybody has any questions, let me know. And it's 1:11 a.m. Interesting. I love that angel number 2 because that definitely represents brand new beginnings in self-sufficiency, career, and all of the good things. I'm trying to see if I have any screenshots about 111. I thought that I did. Because that's definitely another number I've been seeing a lot. I've been seeing 333 daily, 444, 555 every single day. And then 222 and 111 have been popping up a lot too. So yeah, again, for those who would like your spiritual guidance to whatever question that you have had, just let me know. Your first reading is free, and additional questions are 1111. And again, if you are interested in doing a video consultation, I will allow up to a 2-minute free reading on video. And after that, if you want to continue, send your donation amount. And I'll let you guys know what time. It'll be sometime later today. I can't give you a time right now, but he said it's 11:11 out here since I saw it. What does that mean? 11:11 is again the sign for your angels directly letting you know that you are on the right path, that you're actually in alignment. The number 1 stands for alignment, balance, and harmony. So if you're seeing 11:11, that means that they are letting you know, hey, you're on the right path, you're in alignment, you're doing the right thing. It's literally angelic confirmation that the path that you are on is the correct one. It's a great question. You don't have to answer my question. I know. Oh no, it's no problem. Like I said, because honestly, you asking that question probably helped somebody else. Because that's the whole point too. Is not just the readings, but me explaining to you guys about the angel numbers. Because it's something I've been studying for a long time, and more recently, when people have been on lives where I've shown you guys the astrology.com website and the breakdown of it. I find that people have been asking me about it in real life, and then people who have seen my previous lives where I've covered angel numbers. I've had people on Instagram hit me up about it too. So if anybody else have any other questions, let me know, because in a couple minutes I am going to end the live just because of the time. Because it's already after 1 my time, and I'm pretty tired and got to get up early. If anyone else would like a free reading, let me know. And I'll do this again later today. Like I said, probably in the late afternoon. I'm trying to catch the daytime crowds because people, when I go live really late, tend to tell me later that, they couldn't stay up for them. So I've been trying to go live kind of earlier in the evenings. But I know that you guys are also used to me being on pretty late. So I appreciate everybody who tuned in. Again, after this live is over, if you do decide that you would like to book a private reading, just let me know. For those, again, who are interested in the video consultations, hit me up and let me know. if that is something that you're actually interested in scheduling. And I'll give you the first 2 minutes free for scheduling the video consultations. Neptune Pisces said they may be kind of right about me being on the right path spiritually, probably, but responsibility wise, I don't think so. Just being transparent. At least you're honest. Because, yeah, definitely, the 1111 does represent you're on the right spiritual path. And you know what? While you're saying that, at least you acknowledge that, which technically is a sign of growth. If you are acknowledging, hey, okay, I may not be the most responsible, but I'm working on it. That alone is growth. So not exactly a bad thing, but I appreciate the transparency. So family, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for supporting my platforms. Thank you everybody that recently subscribed, even those that subscribed today after the lives. Thank you so much, and welcome to Dee's World. I will do another free reading later on today, and then depending on how things go today, I may do another watch party style live where we can watch the last 4 minutes of the screen recording that I did of Sam's interview with Tasha K. But I definitely want to do more of the readings because I know there's a lot of people that are seeking guidance right now. And as much as I'm, an investigative researcher, I'm also a spiritualist. So I don't want to forget to fulfill my spiritual duties, which ultimately is my priority. All right, family, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Come back again later today, and we will be doing another free reading session, and then later on this evening, we'll finish up watching the rest of the screen recording for my reaction. So, love you guys. Appreciate you. Thank you, Dee's peeps. Y'all have some very beautiful dreams.
Yeah.